Hi guys, welcome to episode 3 of the Wild and Free Volunteers Training Podcast. In this podcast, I just quickly want to discuss the documentation that the potential volunteers need to complete. There's 4 different forms, and basically the forms go, or they obviously an indemnity form. There's a agreement form that the volunteers need to sign. What are the other two, Deirdre? Indemnity, an
And
agreement,
agreements, rules and regulations,
and an
and
application,
and
an application form.
yeah,
Okay.
so there's
So,
four.
and in terms of shots and things like that, is there anything that's important that the volunteers need to get?
Yeah, the tetanus shot is quite important.
Tetanus.
Um, tetanus shot is quite important. Well, if you've got the money, then I would suggest a rabies shot too, so that you are protected against rabies. But it's not law, but I would suggest that.
It's a painful one.
Mm.
Um, then the one form, the rules and responsibilities, basically all of this you can get on the website. Go to wildandfree.org.za and click on volunteers. The forms are there. Some of them are password protected, so just give us a WhatsApp or Deirdre a WhatsApp if you want that password to download those forms. And the responsibilities will basically be working in around the enclosures and the back of house areas and food prep, cleaning
Yes.
the enclosures, kitchen, clinic, feeding of the animals later once we're happy with you, under the direction of the full-time staff, and then just general assistance. And I think just to go through the rules is just always listen to Deirdre and the senior volunteers that are there. Um,
Yeah. The main thing as well is if you've got the rules and regulations, you've been volunteering for 2, 3 days, then obviously you know what you need to do. So you don't need to come and get instructions each and every day. Just take initiative. So I
mhm,
love people with initiative
yeah.
because it's chaos. Sometimes it's chaos here, and it's yeah to give instructions each and every morning. What I'll do as well is I'll on the whiteboard I'll write a small instruction that the day before. Go and read that, and that's the stuff that had to be done that day, the next day.
Yeah, and I think with any business and with any professional sports team, communication is key. Always be talking. If something doesn't look right, talk to us. If you feel unsure about something, talk, talk, talk. It's very, very important to communicate with us. An
Yeah,
important thing is in the clinic and the ICU where there's baby animals or animals being treated, whisper, talk
yeah.
softly. It's very important. These animals stress out very easily. So just talk very, very softly, something like that. If you want to grab
Yeah.
attention.
No, I won't say whisper. I just talk normal tone, not a higher voice, lower voice, just a normal tone and a little bit softer than you usually talk. Because
Mm,
that sudden height of a voice or, a giggle or something like that can literally startle an animal, and we don't want them to be startled. And then,
mm.
yeah, it's just basics. It's common sense, so
And then also let us
and
know.
around the enclosures as well. That
Yeah.
it's exactly the same around the enclosures.
Just let us know if you can't make your shift. It's very important so that we can plan. Please don't let us know the morning that you're not going to make your shift.
Or
And
the
then,
night before.
yeah. And then also remember the golden rule: no photos, no videos, anything gets posted to social media before it gets okayed by a senior volunteer or by Deirdre herself.
Yeah, I would say for now me, because I know what to look for. Like the previous video we said, people interpret photos
Interpret
very
it.
wrongly. Yeah, very
Mm,
wrongly, and there has to be a captation
mm,
with any photo or video so that the people can
mm,
understand. If you
mm.
just put a photo up, animal in a cage, it looks horrible.
Yeah, we can't emphasize that enough, guys.
Yeah,
Please, 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 it's important. And then obviously there's a bit of an indemnity form that you need to complete, that if you get eaten alive, no, you won't get eaten alive. But that's, there's an indemnity, like in
Yeah,
anything.
no, unfortunately, if you can see my arms, I've
Don't scare the
fractured.
volunteers now, Deirdre.
Eh?
Don't scare the volunteers.
Oh, well, it just, you know what? If you bleed, you bleed. That's it. But you'll get used to it. Unfortunately, with you lose concentration just for that 1 second, and it just, owl with its talents just scratch you. You will bleed. So yeah, I don't take responsibility for your loss of concentration. Yeah.
Yeah, look, there's a specific way to handle these animals, and you will learn how to do
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I've only been bitten once by what was I bitten by? Can't remember. Oh, a jackal. I was bitten by a jackal, but I don't handle the animals nearly as much as Deirdre does. Deirdre will give some tips on how to handle vultures and stuff like that. There's a specific way, especially
Yeah.
for the
Very
ladies,
specific.
especially
Um.
for the ladies.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing that specific that I talk about vultures, that we always close the animal's eyes while we're working with him, but a vulture you don't. He will completely freak out. You don't close his head or eyes, nothing. That's
Mm,
the one animal he has to see what's going on around him. Otherwise, he'll
mm.
stress more if he can't.
I was also amazed to see that they love water. So yeah, different. Vultures are different.
No,
And then
vultures, they need the water is one of the most important um, um, things
yeah,
they need to have in their enclosures, and fresh water.
yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to add to our potential new volunteers? The responsibilities and stuff. I think the best is just to come do the induction course, go
Mm.
through the videos,
An
sign the
important tip,
forms.
I said in the previous video as well, no politics.
Mm,
If politics walks into the front door, conservation walks out the back, and I will not take that. No politics at all.
no,
We work
no.
as a team together, as a great team family together. We stand with each other. If somebody's heart sore over an animal that we couldn't save, we like a pack of wolves. We will come together and help you going through that. But no
Mm,
animosity, nothing, because um, I don't take that. That just takes away the concentration. It takes away the.
mm.
Yeah, no, I hate animosity between my team. We work as a family together, and we get
Got it.
very, very close. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Then finally, obviously, there's battles and wars. We fight to win the battles. And one thing that really gets to me sometimes is looking after animal and it stops fighting and you lose the animal. So you need to it's going to happen, and unfortunately there's a lot of you do get sad, but that's why I'm keep on emphasizing how important it is to talk to each other and talk to have
Yeah.
a support system. We're your support system, we're your shoulder to cry on, and you
And
need
it's
to
only it's only your team that will understand what you're going through. Nobody
Mm.
else will know what you're going through. Only your team will know.
And I must mention the fact that one of the vocations that have the highest one of the vocations that really gets to people is veterinary services and obviously working with animals, the SPC, NSPCA, SPCA type people. It's very sad sometimes.
Mm.
It could break you, and that's why it's very important that you communicate and talk and let us help you through this. And don't lose hope, we're
Yeah.
fighting a battle.
I, every single volunteer that went through it, I always tell them we will mourn our losses, but we will celebrate our wins as if it's the first.
Mm.
And that means a lot. If you think about those words, it means a lot.
Yeah. So I think we've covered most of it. Fill in those application forms, get them through to us, and remember to upload a little WhatsApp video explaining why you want to volunteer at Wild and
Yes.
Free Rehab Center. and let's get going. Let's get working. Lots of work to do, lots of animals to save, and let's make a positive change to the rest of the world.
Yeah, that just one thing that I want to emphasize. We don't over volunteer. We've got a quota of volunteers that we take in. We
Mm.
can't go more than that.
So move,
Yeah,
move. You need
so
to
you
get
move.
those applications
Yeah,
in.
yeah. So we only get a quota in. We can't over volunteers, otherwise it's just people around here, which
Mm.
I don't like. Animals first, you know.
Mhm.
And then the second thing is, if you don't hear from us, don't be sad. I can maybe next year, maybe pull out your application and go for it.
Yes.
Winter seasons, obviously, we don't need that many volunteers, so it's seasonal.
Mm. Okay, good, good, good. We'll talk soon.
Yes.
Enjoy your day. Bye.
Bye.